Hi everyone, welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam. I am starting a new reading vlog. This is a weekly reading vlog, just a general one. So you're currently actually propped up on a stack of books that are gonna be my physical TBR for November, which makes me super excited. I haven't read a physical book in a while, so I'm just all for it. I'm super excited for this month. Also, one thing that is kind of something different that I'm trying this month is I'm gonna try and read multiple books at the same time. If you've been on my channel for any period of time, you probably know that I only read one book at a time. I read with my eyes most of the time, or almost all the time, like either physical book or Kindle. I don't really listen to audiobooks, mostly because I did not have a good experience with it before, and I find that it's hard for me to follow the story when I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm not sure why. I think it might be the narrator of the book that I read before, or it might just be because I have a hard time sort of focusing on multiple things at once. But I want to try reading a book and at the same time, or I mean concurrently, also listening to an audiobook. I just feel like I could be reading more. Not that I need to read more, but I just have a lot of like dead time where I can't really read a book with my eyes, because usually it's during like car rides, because I get very dizzy like whenever I read anything in a car ride. So I could listen to an audiobook during those times and I won't really get super distracted because I have nothing else to do but just sit in the car. So I could do that and get reading done while in the car. So I want to give it a go. I want to give it another try, and hopefully hopefully works out for me, because that would be awesome, being able to read multiple books. If you've watched my November TVR, you already know what I'm going to be listening to, which is Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh my god, here you go. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This has a full cast and I think it has music and stuff, so it's a perfect candidate to make me fall in love with audiobooks. So yeah, I'm gonna be listening to this one while doing some very, very light like work on my laptop. And currently I'm also reading on my Kindle Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, and I'm loving that. I'm really loving that, and I'm so far very intrigued by all of the characters and the thriller aspect of it. Yeah, so I don't know how many pages I'm in with that book. I'm at page 40, which is 4% of the book. So I haven't read anything at all, but all good. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading that and listening to Daisy Jones and the Six. So on and off. So I hope this works for me. Yeah, I've been talking for 7 minutes now, so I'm gonna shut up and just get to reading or listening, reading, whatever.
House Audio presents Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book serves as the first and only time members of the band have commented on their history together.
Hi everyone, I'm back in the exact same spot but kind of a different angle. When I last recorded, or like when I first recorded for this vlog, and currently it is 12:59. I'm not sure if you can see the time there. It's 12:59 in the morning and I am still awake. It's Friday and I guess I just wanna sort of chill. This is kind of my new chill spot because it's I'm on my couch, and then I have our dinner table pushed beside the couch, so I have like a entire table here, and then I just have the dogs running around. Sometimes they lie down next to me, so it's a very cozy spot. There's also an outlet down there, so perfect. So now what I want to do is I just want to play some Genshin Impact. I've slowly started to play Genshin Impact again. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you that is because I want to try listening to my audiobook, which is Daisy Jones and the Six, while playing Genshin Impact. So what I plan to do with Genshin Impact is just to explore the world, open some chests, solve some puzzles. So it's not really super like story or dialogue heavy. So I think I can listen to an audiobook while doing that. I don't know. I'm really, really pushing myself to start multitasking a bit with audiobooks and other tasks that I have. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try right now. I am currently at 20% of the audiobook, which is around an hour and 49 minutes. This audiobook is about like 9 hours or like 10 hours, and I'm listening to it actually at 1 time speed, mostly because I like the voices of the narrators. It's a full cast, and I really want to appreciate it that way. And I'm not really, in a rush to finish reading this, so I'm just, getting myself used to listening to audiobook while doing other things. So I don't want to push myself and like listen at like 1.5x or 2x speed or whatever.
On November 28th, Teddy shows up at our show in Hartford. Teddy got out of the car and went up there himself.
Low on the hole when I sleep. Put me out on our couch. Throw me in the doghouse. Feel like we're stuck on a leash. Barely left the ground floor. I should be getting out more. The way that things are going, all the cracks have started showing. Girl, it feels like we've been growing apart. What if there was something I could give you that would jump in and fill every hole I made in your heart? Maybe we should get a dog. Do some cute
Okay, I have about a minute left before the sprint ends, but I wanted to quickly update it because I just finished part 1 of Behind Her Eyes, and I'm so like shocked and confused. Like, I don't know how the wife knows everything that she knows. I'm kind of thinking of my theories. Is it that I'm trying to not like spoil you, but did she like bug the room? Is there some weird shit in here? Like maybe like I don't know. I don't think there's anything supernatural, but it's creepy. It's very creepy, and I like it. And I just don't know. And the way that the author sort of let us know that she knows all of these things is like the author like tells us all of this very casually. Like I was just reading and suddenly I realized, wait, how does she know all of the things that she know? So I'm kind of creeped out and super excited to see what part 2 is gonna start with, because that ending for part 1 is just so good, hands down so good. Hi everyone, good evening, afternoon. What time is it? It is now, gosh, I have no idea what time it is. It is now 4:55 in the afternoon. It's Sunday, and I just want to do a quick reading update. Last night, I did some sprints with Pam from Pam's Shenanigans. If you didn't know, we always do weekly reading sprints, and we alternate between my channel and her channel, so I'll have her link below. I read about like 92 pages of Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, and so far I'm really loving it. I think I did a couple of updates while I was doing the sprint. I haven't read more of the book since then, so I'm still at page 142, which is 45% of the book. Super excited about this. I'm very intrigued. Right now I am listening. I'm so kind of amazed that I'm now doing multi-book updates after sticking to one book at a time for so long, but this is so far working for me. Right now I am listening to Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm currently 5 hours and 9 minutes in. There's only 4 hours left, and I plan to finish this today. I want to listen to it while I'm doing some organization. Daisy Jones and the Six, so far it's an interesting novel, because it's really just telling the story of this of Daisy Jones, the singer, and this band, and how they basically rose to fame, their struggles, their successes, and everything like that. That's really just what you're following. And it's how would I describe it? I feel like I'm just this nosy ass person trying to get some inside scoop on what happened in their lives when they were doing their tours, their new music and whatnot. This is an interesting format, and it's something that I think really works well as an audiobook because it's done in like interviews. You know how in reality TV there's this segment of the camera interviewing the participants? It's kind of like how this feels, which is very interesting. I do feel like I want to listen to the songs that they write in this book. Like they keep referencing this songs that they thought was just extremely magical. The song was the song popped off the charts, or that this song changed the game, kind of like that. And I kind of want to hear those songs. Like I want to hear the songs that pop the charts, that, you know, change their lives and whatnot. But I don't think, I mean, obviously it's a fictional band, so those songs don't exist, but some of the lines that they shared from the lyrics of the song were very good. Like it's kind of like your typical like anthemy, angsty, like rock song that I do enjoy a lot. So I kind of want to just listen to those songs, but they don't exist, so that's a struggle. I feel like maybe Taylor Jenkins Reid would be a good like lyricist, given all of the like small lyrics here and there that she shares in this book. So yeah, that was quite enjoyable. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this now because I want to get this organized by the end of the day, like by the end of this audiobook, definitely, and listen to Daisy Jones and the Six. Yeah.
Maybe we should get a dog. Do some cute shit in the park when we get depressed. Make him wear some Saint Laurent. Yeah. Take some pics and put them all on the internet. Yeah, I know things haven't hard, so let's make a new start with a four-legged therapist, and all our problems will be gone. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Today is actually 3 in the morning and it is November 15th. I finished listening to Daisy Jones and the Six around 2 hours ago, and I loved it. I really enjoyed my time with it. I'm glad that I picked it as my first ever like proper audiobook experience because it was really well suited as an audiobook. Sorry, I have my splint right now, so I'm talking a little bit different. Daisy Jones and the Six. So if you're not familiar with it, which I don't think anyone is, you know, I think everyone knows about this book because it's super popular. But Daisy Jones and the Six is about this band, the Six, and this songwriter, singer, Daisy Jones, and it just chronicles their lives, how they get started in music, how they started working together. The band broke up right at the height of their popularity, and nobody really knew why until this book, which is written solely in interview transcripts, which is why I think it really worked as an audiobook, because it kind of feels like listening to this reality TV show, and since it's narrated by a full cast, you really get all of the emotions of each character. Every character felt very different. They had their own personalities, and honestly the cast did such an amazing job. The delivery of the lines for every single character was spot on. I really felt whatever the characters were feeling, and it was overall really a fun time. I was super enthralled by it. Honestly, I think Taylor Jenkins Reid has really just mastered the art of writing fictional characters who feel like it's impossible that they're fictional. It feels like those characters are real people because you just feel like they're alive. Like every character is very human. You don't feel like they're over exaggerated. You don't feel like they're boxed into this stereotype. Every single character felt unique, felt human, felt very real, felt like someone you would read about in a real like tabloid or newspaper or magazine. So props to Taylor Jenkins Reid, because all her other books felt like that. The characters all felt like that. In Malibu Rising, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, top-notch character writing, honestly. However, I did only rate this 4 stars, like my gut rating was 4 stars, because I didn't quite enjoy the last quarter of the book. The beginning and the middle were super good for me. I really enjoyed getting to know the band, getting to know Daisy Jones, as well as, you know, the process of how they rose to fame, their struggles as creatives, as artists, and I loved hearing about how they collaborated on songs, how they wrote the songs, their inspiration. Those were super interesting for me. But the latter part, where it's really more about the, I guess, the relationship, I don't really want to spoil it, but it's more about the angst, the pining, the what ifs of this relationship, and all of that. It wasn't really super interesting for me. It felt like I wasn't 100% invested in it. I found myself taking many breaks because I would zone out. And whenever I start to zone out, I just take a break because I want to be able to really listen to this book, because I really enjoyed it. So yeah, aside from that, top-notch audiobook. I'm so happy that I listened to this, and it really made me interested to listen to more audiobooks. I'm doing a little bit of research as to what books I can listen to, because I want to listen to good audiobooks. I want to listen to novels that really lend itself well to the audiobook format. So yeah, Daisy Jones and the Six, loved it. Honestly, I would recommend it. It was really such an enjoyable time listening to this book. Now, I have another book that I'm reading, which is Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I haven't read any of it since I last updated you, so I guess I'm kind of failing at my reading multiple books at the same time, because I just listened to Daisy Jones like basically the entire time. Anyway, I'm trying. So yeah, I'm really loving it still. I am gonna be reading more of that, and I plan to finish it tomorrow because actually I want to start a new vlog. That's my update, I think. Yeah, that's my update. I will see you when I read again, because it's 3 a.m. and I really should sleep. I have work later. Okay, good night. Hi everyone, I'm back at my perch, my reading nook. You're probably sick of me vlogging from this corner because this is where I am all the time. I'm currently reading Behind Her Eyes, and I have what page am I on? I'm at page 155, which is 49% of the book. And honestly, the wife is like giving me major creeps. Like, every time it's her POV, I'm always a little shocked at the things that she say and the things that she know. And it kind of feels like the author is really pushing that Adele is building up to something, that she's up to no good, that maybe she's like the, I don't know, the suspect, even though there's nothing really happened yet, or something happened in the past, but we don't know that yet. It feels like Adele is the cause of it all, but then because it feels that way, I'm inclined to believe that maybe she's like a red herring. I don't know. I'm overthinking this so much, which I think is a good sign, because that just makes it all the more exciting and interesting when you don't exactly know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna attempt to get to at least like page 200, 220, something like that. Maybe like read 100 pages tonight, because I really want to finish this and just get all of my questions answered. And I also kind of want to watch the show, but it's apparently not a movie, it's a TV series, so I don't know if I can finish that, if I have the time right now to do that. But yeah, it's getting exciting. It's getting really exciting. Hello, little one. You in your very pink outfit. Hello, not so little one. It's okay. Okay, I made it to chapter 39, which is page 203, and things are starting to unravel. I'm just hoping that there isn't any like supernatural element to this, because right now it's all very woo. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna end up being this supernatural thing, because I'm really invested in it and I want there to be some kind of like reality to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna be here reading. Okay, I will update again in a bit. Guys, I don't know how long it's been, but I'm page 288 in Behind Her Eyes, chapter 54, which is just, I think, around 25 pages from the end, and I don't know what I'm reading. Like, I don't know what to think. I'm so confused. My friend Pam from Pam Shenanigans told me that the ending, like, was shocked her, that the ending was super memorable, and I guess it's a big plot twist or something, but I just don't know where it's going. Like, I don't want to believe anything I'm reading right now. I feel like Adele's point of view was written so perfectly well. Like, all of her little breadcrumbs and the things that she reveals in her POV, it's all written very well that I'm now so incredibly confused about everything. So yeah, I'm gonna record now while I'm reading the last few pages. Hopefully there's, just to capture my reaction if it's something big. Okay? The after chapter doesn't tell you whose POV it is. Hi everyone, Editing Pam jumping in to close this vlog because I am so bad at closing out videos. I always forget to do the final clip. I guess I just want to do a little recap of the books that I read for this vlog. So I read Daisy Jones and the Six, or rather I listened to the Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook, and I read Behind Her Eyes on my Kindle. And also, since the last clip, I have watched the TV show for Behind Her Eyes, and honestly, I loved the TV show. I think it did a much better job at foreshadowing the ending of the book. So it felt a little more impactful, and it didn't feel super off left field. So yeah, I think honestly, I don't know if just watching the show would have the same effect, but I do think that if you read the book, it's still worthwhile watching the TV show because it really did a great job with the ending, and I think I like the show better than the book, which is, very rare. Again, the recap is I listened to Daisy Jones and the Six, loved that book. I gave it 4 stars of my gut rating. I still have to do my actual objective rating. And then for Behind Her Eyes, the book, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars, but the show, I'm gonna give that 5 stars. So for the book, the reason that why I'm giving it 4 stars is because I felt like the ending was not properly foreshadowed. That's what the show did a lot better. The ending, the super duper plot twist at the end felt a little forced, or it felt overkill. I was already shocked the first plot twist. It's so hard to talk about this book without spoiling it, but I'm already shocked by the first plot twist. I was really satisfied by that. If it ended there, that would have been 100% 5-star read for me. But the next layer of twist, while it was shocking, it felt overly gratuitous. So I do think that the show improved on that a lot, and I still enjoyed my time reading it. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I read for this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the links to everything that I've said. I'd leave links to in the description box. If I didn't, let me know. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you've read any of this book, or if you watched Behind Her Eyes, and tell me if you like the show or the book better. Yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!